go live and stand in front of each other asking questions or telling someone to our audience. And all that guys in the row of participants of this section will be there live too. So we could have great time in Netherlands. But right now I'm here at my library, and just as for me, I think that pandemic had turned everything upside down here in Russia. So most of households have had some grocery ritual in every evening or on the weekend, and went to to have their purchases live in offline stores, in hypermarkets, in supermarkets. But pandemic shifted them all to e-retail purchases. The fear of the virus, the trouble with old gloves and masks and something had turned people's minds to think that they could use delivery. And that comes to all industries, the groceries, the online, the digital goods, and maybe some, even do-it-yourself things. Everyone started to have delivery to their homes, not to visit shopping malls, not to visit any kind of places where a lot of people could be. For example, most of the largest food retailers here in Russia rapidly developed their own delivery services, or made new businesses, or made partnerships with existing delivery services to have a success in new reality.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. But for us in Worldline, Russia is one of our strategic growth markets, focusing BRIC countries like Brazil, Russia, India, and China. But can you maybe compare Russia with others and tell us what are the differentiators on this market?
First of all, I think that Russia had a significant internet usage growth. So it is historically very high, and in last 2 years it moved from 78% of the Russian citizenship to 87% in 2021. These numbers according to mediascope.net. So as for me, most of Russians are using their mobile phones and using internet every day. So that's the key difference, even from China, where as I can remember, 57% of internet users there from the whole citizenship. Yeah, it's different numbers, but different numbers of people, of course, but the penetration of internet is more interesting here. So everyone is using internet, everyone knows what is online supermarket, online marketplace, online shop, fashion shop or something. And that is the first difference for the other BRIC countries. Also, Russia doesn't impose significant currency control restrictions on cross-border funds repatriation, while all other countries have significant restrictions, which is addressed by applying additional taxes, making the commercials of accepting local payments unattractive to global businesses. On top of this, Russia is a pure card market where alternative payment methods, as for me, just not so popular. So it's way easier to cover most of the audience with just local card acceptance.
Okay. And then why should business consider Russia as a next expansion market? Is it a size of population or younger demographics? And which industries will be the most relevant for cross-border e-commerce or international business going into the country?
First of all, I just spoke about it. The first is the internet penetration. I think it's the first thing that any business must have in their mind when they come to Russia. Also, there are some things connected to people's minds. Everyone in Russia thinks that the things that you buy abroad have a better quality and look more fashionable or something. So it's some other thing that drives online cross-border merchants here. I think that international business of any industry could be successful here in Russia with clear and accurate delivery service. And those businesses who had fast and maybe cheap delivery, shipping to Russia, and what is very important, the free return and a simple way to return some goods was successful here. As I told you a lot of times, it's the ASOS case that was very successful just because of the good delivery service.
Okay. Yeah, of course, delivery is a quite important part of every retail merchant who sells tangible goods. But is it in general typically hard to enter the market? Maybe you can talk about the e-commerce ecosystem. And again, is it different to India, or regarding consumers' behavior, or how they pay and buy? Maybe it's different to Western markets or similar. Are there any local market developments we need to consider as a merchant entering the local market?
Okay, so Russian online payment industry boomed between Western and Eastern markets growth times. As previously mentioned, at the moment, alternative payment methods are not as developed, are not as popular as card payments. That's why Russian banks and payment services significantly invested in the card infrastructure. So it is quite modern and more interesting, maybe looking more interesting than in other countries, where it took some evolution of card payment business. Here, the infrastructure was, as I can say, the new from the start, very modern from the start. So technology used for card payments here, as I said, is still modern. For example, the new generation 3DS is non-mandatory here in the market. Yet, just because existing version is compliant by strong customer authentication standards, it is always an SMS here. When you're buying something online, you have an SMS coming to your mobile phone, and all customers and all in Russia are getting used to it and don't take it. Don't react good when they don't have an SMS when they're buying something. What else? However, real-time banking is a new trend here in Russia. Just the new payment system like SBP, SBP as it's called here in Russia, fast payments and SberPay are getting popular nowadays here. So the SberPay is the biggest Russian bank mobile app payment, and SBP Fast Payments is a central bank initiative for joining all banks in one environment to accept and send payments B2C or B2B, which plans to be significantly cheaper than through card networks. For example, I don't know if it's relevant, but I think that Russia is a bit similar to Thailand, where the real-time banking is competing with a couple of the most significant card issuing banks. Maybe it's some kind like that.
Well, yeah, that's quite interesting insight. But maybe you can also deep dive a little bit on the MIR card scheme in Russia, where you are.
Okay.
Then we can understand what it's exactly.
Okay, so I'll try to show you my slides. It is not so big presentation, but I guess it could be interesting. So as for MIR, as you all know, maybe MIR cards, MIR as a national payment card, NSPK as its operator appeared here in Russia in 2014. We tell everyone, and it's not a mystery, that we're strongly supported by the government, but we try to make business and try to develop our own technology services and try to be interesting to merchants and to issuing and acquiring banks. So as I told you just now, MIR is a national payment card developed in Russia. It is modern and convenient. Right now, it constitutes approximately 23% share of the Russian card market and 32% of the total volume of card issuance here in Russia. You can a MIR card holder can perform all the usual operations. Use it MIR card as a social card or transport or ID card. Let's move there. So as I told you, we have, I think right now we have totally 100 million cards issued to 262 banks participants of our payment scheme. We got international program ongoing. So right now, MIR card is accepted not only in Russia, but in 13 other countries. Here, if you're interested, you can see how we grew for the last 2 years. I think it's kind of interesting growth. Also, just you to be informed about our cardholder, it is not only payroll government cards. It's only 47%. So social cards consist 21%, and very important for us is 21% of independent choice. So Russian citizens decided to have a card by their own decision. That's very interesting for us, and we are fighting for these numbers to increase. It looks like one in 5 MIR card holders made an independent choice, and one have only MIR card in their wallet. So as for international merchants, I can tell that these numbers could be interesting because of that green little man can be your new customers, having only MIR card. Also, we got a lot of technology and services developed here in MIR. We got our own paying application called MIR Pay. It is working on Android. We are also working with Samsung Pay now. We got our own loyalty program for our cardholders. It's some kind of cashback program that is working with merchants. And we got 20 million participants who agreed to have a contact with us. So that's our live audience to whom we can send some information and gather feedback just on our website, privetmir.ru. We got a lot of non-financial services, some kind of campus cards or transport cards. Of course, MIR card is contactless, and it's contactless for last 3 years, as I think. Also, we got a newest authentication standard, MIR Accept 2. So it's we are not moving towards for it to be mandatory for all our issuers. So we're trying to move on with technologies and be in the first row in the market, in the Russian card market. So guys, it's time to discover MIR for all international merchants. We welcome you, and maybe if you have some questions, I will gladly answer it.
Yeah, I think we have a question, but thanks for your presentation. The question from Pelinka is, what makes MIR special than other PGs of Russia? I'm not sure what is PGs, but let's assume that this is other payment methods. What do you think is a differentiator of MIR?
What is the difference? Interesting question. So MIR has, if we were speaking about other payment systems, I think MIR is quite similar to them, with all those options that are available there are available here. Also, as I told just 2 seconds before, I think we have some very interesting loyalty program. And that is interesting not only for our cardholders, but also for the merchants. So with some kind, as we called it before, the platform for transaction marketing. So it could be interesting for all participants of that process. Also, we got a strong, how to say, we are in strong partnership with social programs here in Russia. So our audience are trying to have a social card with a MIR card in one. So it could be quite interesting. For example, I would just tell it about me. So maybe two months ago, I became a dad for a third time. So right now I have some social privileges, as I don't know how to say it right in English. And MIR card will help me to get it on one card. So the government knows the number of my wife's card, to be honest, and all privileges come there. Also, I use it on the transport to get there for free. So thanks for the Moscow government.
Well, for free. That's cool.
Yeah, and that's why
I would appreciate it in Amsterdam, by the way, to have the transport for free. Though in Luxembourg it's available, but they don't have MIR card.
Okay, so that's the opportunity for MIR card to move there to Netherlands.
Yeah, thanks for your answer, Dmitry. And maybe to make it a little bit more fun, we have a couple questions to the audience, and we can try to do the poll if you would like to participate. So it's fun, maybe. So yeah, we will try to share the questions, and if you answer first and the right answer for all those three questions, maybe Dmitry will consider to send you a gift from MIR card scheme. So yeah, this is the first one. Do you see it on the screen? Oh yeah, I see the votes. Only 2 votes so far. But no one voted in a with a correct answer yet. So maybe someone else can try. So I see answers for Barclays, I see answers for WorldPay. I don't see any answers for Sberbank, for instance, which would actually be a right answer. Because, let me show you quickly. This is a graph of the biggest acquirers in Europe, and Sberbank is the biggest one, and this is a Russian one. These guys are huge, and as I can see, someone from Sberbank is on the call now. Is on this meeting, but thanks for not voting for yourself. So then the next one is who, for your opinion, who is the biggest overseas merchant selling to Russian consumers? From your point of view. Yeah, we have 2 answers already. 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I think it's obvious for everyone. Maybe the group of merchants is not extended, but yeah, everyone is right that it's AliExpress, because these guys have recently reported that they're doing 3 billion euro a year from Russian consumers, which is quite a significant number. So then the last question is, of course, about MIR, but also about our partnership with MIR card scheme. So what do you think? What's the share of Russian online payments done with MIR cards in Worldline volumes? Yeah, 2 answers. Oh. Okay, so opinions have shared 2 answers. 2 people answered for 50% and 2 people answered for 30%. Actually, it's 28%, so it's 30%. As you can as you can see, we are a little bit over the market because our partnership with MIR card scheme is quite extended. So MIR card scheme always helps our merchants to grow in Russia. They do some promo together with them, and this is why we're not on 23% like the whole market. We're on 28. I think I saw a question from someone, but no. Well, so from this perspective, I think we can wrap it up if no one has any question. Because yeah, we're finished. Thank you for your participation, and we look forward to see you on the next sessions.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Please find here in my booth or in the Rise. If you have some other questions, please feel free to write emails, and I will ask as soon as I can. Thank you for Roman for calling me here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Much appreciate your participation.
Goodbye.